So, you've persevered and played through most of Terraria. Firstly, respect, and secondly, have you tried the little black tar heroin that is modded Terraria? Today I'm the sketchy drug dealer and you're the deprived Hollow Knight fan. And no, I don't have Silk Song, but I have something else to tickle your pickle. I've assorted these mods in different playstyles, be it with your friends or on your own, if you're hurting for a squirt, or more of a survival RPG experience. I've got the mod for you. Getting Calamity and Thoruim out of the way, both are great mods and beloved by the community. Thoruim brings a refreshing vanilla style experience with different bosses, new locations to visit, as well as plenty of armor, mobs and weapons. They introduce a class where you murder with music. Death metal just has a whole new meaning. It really does. Calamity switches up the gameplay loop with Terraria to a vastly different experience, with the majority of its content post-Moonlight. It's insane weapons, armour and a barrage of items, nonsensically fucked up lore, different yet familiar bosses, and to top it off, a godly soundtrack with several new difficulty/game modes to boot. Calamity also harbours an endgame boss rush that's so fun with friends or on your own. It's a brutal test of everything you've got, boss after boss, seemingly with no end. The reward is quite shit, but it's just the achievement alone makes it so fun. The community has a certified gold stamp on this one, and I do too. If you want more of that bad shit insanity from Calamity, but more of an autistic and slightly masochistic kebab sprinkled with a bit of shrooms on top, then Fargo Swordmile is the one for you. It houses despicable, just gut-wrenching eternity mode that revamps most of the vanilla bosses. This is where the good chunk of the masochism in the mod lies. If you ever think Calamity has a massive crafting tree, wait and see. Fargo's endgame item takes over 2,000 items to craft, and it's just stupidly insane. Whoever created this mod must have been like, how to make this one stand out? If you're like getting stepped on or crushed by thighs, then get some help. Or this mod would do, either or, maybe. Just be careful of the lag. Turn off those item effects because in this mod, frame rate is directly proportional to power. The less frames you have, the higher power level you are. Honestly, they should just use an in-game character instead of the Cinebench. This shit hits everything. I mean everything. Full throttle, 100% max crushing of the ball sacks. Elements Awoken is the first mod I played in Terraria, and it's a really cool mod with similar style Calamity that it's trying to mimic, but also something unique with this literal infinity gauntlet. Mind you, it takes hours of farming because of the low drop chance, but it's super cool that they get to implement these really cool weapons. And with these cool weapons, they have original ideas. There's a literal gun that will shoot as fast as you can click, so if you want to contract carpal tunnel, you can. It's a tiny bit short in content, but the end game is really good, so it makes up for it. It's not too compatible with Calamity, but with Thoruim, it's actually a decent scaling if you want to further flesh out the early game content. This is my certified as an introduction to modded Terraria, as it really just brings out the whole crazy boss fights, crazy arenas, crazy everything, crazy weapons, crazy everything, you know? The mod of Redemption is more of a story-focused mod, in which the story is completely optional. The mod itself has some fun items, I mean like you can turn into a chicken. Good bosses, well-balanced weapons, and some amazing character interactions. I've laughed several times while playing this mod and how unserious it takes itself. If you want a good time, and to avoid the honking, be my guest. There's a literal chicken invasion where you can massacre more people than Mr. KFC himself. Bismuth, how the fuck do you say that? The Bismuth mod is more of an RPG. It's more RPG out of all the ones that I've played, and it's got so much in it. The two playable races pair of 5 possible classes, as well as a stat chart, gives you so much more option to explore and grow, and just adds another layer to that Terraria progression, and it just makes it fucking great. It's nice to have a divergence from just items, as well as... And there is quest lines, which is a nice added touch to this already RPG-ish mod. Some of the quests are actually good, making it a standard feature of the mod, while others are somehow worse than the Anglo spell fishing quests. And to top it off, they have amazing structures listed throughout the world, adding some amazing shit to an already amazing kebab. Just don't build anything in this world, you can just literally snap a house off an NPC and you're grand. Anyways, smash like, smash mum, good luck and see ya. I won't be posting next week because I test the week after.